Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jordan. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Today's going to be a little bit different of a video. I wanted to do a little bit of a live, real-time trade recap with some clips from the stream. The reason I wanted to do that is we took two losses, one winner today, but we ended the day break even. And I really wanted to highlight, my mindset going through the trades, how we were able to keep composure during the losses and still able to take a win by the end of the day. So really just wanted to highlight. I wanted to show you guys my mindset in real time, how I'm feeling going through these trades. So I hope you all enjoy. If you do, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the channel. And yeah, enjoy the live. Well, we're just in accumulation right now, going sideways, not really doing much. We have a new 4-hour candle just opened on NQ. I mean, accumulation, man. This is complete sideways price action. We do have that daily SMT put in. So daily SMT is holding. As you guys know, I do have a bearish bias on the market today. If we do sell, I want to see these sell side liquidity levels come into play. We have 700 first that I didn't mark, but we have, that 540 area, that 350 area, and then that 160 if we sell. This is just a choppy shit show. This is unfavorable price action until I see real manipulation. I cannot participate. This is fucking ridiculous. So stay safe. Don't get caught in this chop, guys. It will ruin you. You'll blow accounts in this.
Things that we want to do, like for instance, I think they actually, in terms of these are
changing the state, inverse ran through. I'm taking a starter. Just a starter. Risking highs. I want to see more. When I do, I'll enter more of my position. Targeting internal liquidity first, but that's going to be first trim for me.
Some of the nations within the Greek people, they want to be able to compete better, and you can't compete when...
A lot of volatility right now, so I'm sized down, so be careful.
There's no reason why it can't go faster. So, I'm trying to be constructive because I love Europe. I love the countries of Europe, but the process is a very cumbersome one.
Want that to stay a soup. I want to see ES start to be weaker now while NQ isn't. I might get stopped pretty quick, though, if this just displaces higher, unfortunately.
One of the biggest airlines in the world. Landing in Europe is brutal. They charge us fees for everything, and it's so unfair. I said, how does it compare to China? He said,
no, I'm gonna get stopped, unfortunately.
And the thing is, they took court cases with Apple, and they
might need to take highs again one more time on NQ.
They won 15 or 16 billion from Apple. They won billions from Google. I think they're after Facebook.
I've been watching you. Wow.
They're American companies, and they shouldn't be doing that. And as far as I'm concerned,
my thesis is still intact, even if this takes highs.
we have some very big complaints with the EU. Thank you.
I just unfortunately picked a bad spot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at USL. Look at CL getting destroyed.
CL's getting destroyed. That's good for the market. That's bad for me. ES is starting to look a little weaker, though. I can't quite tell yet, though, but that's what you want to see. Ideally, we start to see ES roll over and start to be weaker than NQ, which is a tell. Because ES has been the leader this whole time. Throughout the past few weeks, ES has been really the leader, where it was kind of the opposite for a while. They're going to get me. I'm on the outside. About to get stopped at new highs, but I still have my thesis intact, and I'll wait till I see more clarity. ES definitely looking weaker here, which is what I like to see for this. But seeing that, again, we might need to take these highs on NQ. It's just going to stop me out.
American man and fools on these projects. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's no longer square anymore. It's XYZ.
Yeah, you see that, Sharky? So weird.
It's so annoying.
I know, they just keep they keep fucking changing it. Stopped on there at the new high, but thesis is still intact. I'm watching here very closely. Because look at what we're seeing. ES is now starting to be the weaker asset. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to for sure be, but it's starting to be the weaker asset. See, NQ is making highs, ES is not. So I'm seeing what I want. Unfortunately, my entry criteria was just not too good. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, we're good. I thought we were frozen. Shake that one off. I've been a little more out of tune with the market intraday this week. We had a good day Tuesday, but yesterday, taking a little bit of an L. Not too bad. And then today coming back in smaller L, but still taking an L. So want to be patient and wait for that good setup. No change in the state quite yet. I'm throwing orders in to sell into that gap if we back test it. Risk would be extremely tight because these are the highs, so if I get tapped in here, extremely small risk. Where's internal liquidity? It's this low, damn. I mean, that's the spot. We do have high time frame manipulation, so high time frame PD array. Fuck. For value gets ran through. Both of them do, creating an inverse. I put first tap in there. We already did get tapped in, but that was before the change in the state, so there was no entry quite yet until you get a change in the state. I would like to see us tap in one more time. Can you explain your entry if you get filled? Yes, I think I just got tapped in, yeah. So we have the high time frame PD array on NQ, taking these hourly highs. We have a change in the state here. We have a run through this inverse. I just tapped into this inverse as well. So risking highs. It's a very small risk. I only have 3 cons on, and it's since we're risking highs, it's only 9 points, under 10 points. So willing to take it. There's a lot of momentum here, though. See how we're just running through those gaps? That's not what I want to see, personally. I don't want to see us just run through these gaps with momentum, right? So, but I'm seeing everything I want. Change in state. We might have to go take these highs to do an SMT internally, but we already have the daily SMT. We already have a high time frame PD array. We already have the inverse ran through. We already have a change in the state delivery. I mean, my checklist is full, so only 3 cons until we flip back through this gap that's just made now. Then I can add. Change in the state is bearish at the moment unless we get a 1-minute close over this level here, which you might get right now. So that would be a change in state back to the upside here. I would like to see rejection there. Dancing in a... I need to put my stop in. Small loss even if we take it, because the risk was really good on this trade. Those are the best trades, especially obviously if it works out. These are the best risk trades because I'm only risking 9 points to take first trim. I'd probably end up taking first trim at like this liquidity low, which would be like, I don't know, 50 points, something like that, 40 points. I don't know, something like that. Looks like we're getting stopped again though. That's 2 losses on the day. if it taps in. Another day. We do have that new 4-hour candle opening soon, so keep an eye on that. There's NQ, just tapped that high a day. If we run through, okay, so now, where's this? Now I want to see us run through this gap, if we can. We're holding this inverse now and running back through it, so. Teetering right at the stop here. Your tears for another day. Uh-oh. Made equal highs there. Now it's not equal highs. Oh, it's still equal highs. Now it's not equal highs. That's a stop there. Small risk, but still 2 L's on the day there. That was a $55 loss. Love the risk on those plays. It's unfortunate, though, that it's pretty rare that I get those to play out. Your tears for another day. I'm not making a mistake if I'm playing my plan on it. So, if you're making mistakes, not following your plan, that's you, right? I saw what I want. I took the entry. Simple. Now we have an SMT high. I got one more potential entry in me. And then I'm wrapping it up. Gotta see ES displaced lower here, though. She don't let me even know the reason. Let me look. Hey, Tommy, hopefully it helps y'all out. Love you, brother. She ran through that. It's a tiny gap, though. Need a change in the state. Delete that for me. Still no trades today? No, I took I just actually got stopped on another trade. It was a really small loss, $55 loss on both accounts just because the entry I had was super small risk. But looking to potentially take one more here and then I'm wrapping it up. Yeah. So now we have an SMT high. Oh. Back in short, stop of the highs. I'll add if we get ran through more. And this is last trade for me. If we run through and can back test this gap, I'll add. And that is it for the day. Where's... Probably take first trim at this internal spot we had from this morning. Where was that on here? 893. Wait, that's not the right level. Huh. There. I'm short 21,970. Looking to add to this position. We're running through. What's this? Yeah, we just ran through this other gap. When we back test that 965.50, we get a close under this. I want to add to this position. The only thing that can fuck us here is this divergence between the two. But ES starting to roll over and be the weaker asset now, making a lower low while ES is actually holding up. But I want to see ES take these lows as well. Ran through that. I'm going to add at 965.50. I put an order in to add 2 more contracts to my 3 at 965.50.
The 3-minute on SPY is also bearish with a strong high volume calc.
Targets are going to be, first target is, oh, I love this, 69 points at the 940 low my time. It's that internal low. It's going to be, well, hold on, let me get some other potential targets real quick, actually. The standard deviation real quick, because I'd like to see what standard deviation is telling me here.
Jordan, what are you talking about?
Very nice. Oh, it's taking me right to the lows.
Jordan,
What?
what are you talking about?
My short.
Standard deviation.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Might be different than how you use it. But long story short, with fibs, it can help me get a target. Potential targets. With, yeah.
Jordy's talking so fast I can tell this is a trade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have ADRs?
I just got tapped in. No. ADR? No.
Yeah, ADR, daily range.
No.
That's the same, but it's charted like in perpetuity.
Gotcha.
Check it out.
I get the quote unquote
Stay on SPY.
standard deviation of like a manipulation leg. So right there you can see NQ took the highs there of when ES didn't. And so that move up is what I basically drew, and basically the target it's giving me is where I wanted anyway, my first target, which is that 940 low.
So Jordan, there's targets for many indicators indicator, and you can set your ADRs and what so many inputs depending on which one you want to base it on.
Gotcha.
That's a fun one. But yeah, if people don't use average ranges or some flavor thereof, you're at a significant disadvantage.
My stop is at the highs though, so I don't want to see NQ make another high. Now we just sit back and let price print. And this is last trade of the day. So it goes, it doesn't, and that's a wrap. Fave artist? Oh, shout out just Quaze with the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you, brother. Favorite artist. Depends. Like, all right, if we're talking rap, like Drake is definitely gonna be up there. Gunna, Lil Baby, Ian, love Ian, Future. Like those are like my top. Brent Faiyaz as well. If we're talking country, Zach Top is like, I've kind of been on the Zach Top grind for a few months right now. Like, yeah, to be honest. So yeah. Let price print, guys. Let's see if we can make back the losses for the day. Now you make me want to listen to Future. Blig.
News new high. Just tested that level, $30.50. I'm looking for that to break.
So all in all, my average is now 968.25. We're risking 16 points. First trim is 68 points, unless I see something that makes me want to trim before that. I might have to accept less, though, because I feel like we've gotten some decent movement today, so we'll see, though. This is last trade for me. Sit back and let price print.
I'll pin that indicator as I'm mentioning.
Yeah.
It's got a ton. I just looked at it in the library page. Explanations. Dang, you can really customize a bunch of stuff. Like you want it.
It's awesome.
ATR once it crosses over, this VWAP or RSI changes this value. Pretty cool.
Yeah. New 4-hour candle for the futures opens in 10 minutes. Be aware. That's when I think we might see a bit of a bounce to like these highs we just made. 1046. Maybe NQ goes takes those highs. We get the same thing we just saw, but internally on a lower time frame. And we continue down. A potential trim spot could be that 943.75. That's a gap I had from earlier. It's not really viable anymore. We know this. ES has been the stronger asset. It turned into the weaker asset. How do I know that? Well, NQ was making highs when this couldn't. What is this? This is the manipulation leg of NQ. This is why I marked standard deviation there. Now, we have, you made your fair value gap here. You made another one. Let me go down. Yeah. You made your fair value gap here. You made another small one here. You ran through both of them. Once we did that, I waited for the back test and got her in there. And then we ran through this gap that I had, this gap lower. Once we ran through that, I put in an order to limit sell more there, take more on, and now we have a stop at the highs. We have our change in the state. I would like to see, we did get a change in the state on the 5-minute as well right here, so that's good. Now, I would like to see us distribute towards these lows. To be honest, since I know that this is the 15-minute change in the state, I'll probably move my first trim to 915 because I anticipate a bounce there. Why do I anticipate a bounce there? Again, that's the change in the state of delivery on the 15-minute. So, I mean, we could rug through, and I would love that. It would give me my price target. At the same time, though, what if we bounce there and we want to hold the 15-minute change in the state? That's where it's like, okay, maybe I decide to trim when we get down there, right? So, if we get down there, right? So, I'm not in the clear yet. I'm talking like I'm in the clear. I'm not in the clear yet. No celebrations whatsoever until you get first trim. That's how it is for me. Cannot celebrate anything until you secure a trim in. So, let's see. Can you explain CISD? Yeah, sure. So there's two ways you can do it. You can use change in the state of delivery, or you can use a market structure shift. Either one is viable. I think with the forever model that I trade, from Justin Werlein, I like using the change in the state. But long story short, what is a change in the state? Well, on the 1 minute, a change in the state here was, well, a close below a series of up close candles, and you use the body instead of the wick, right? So this is the body. You mark that, and that's essentially what it is. Now, the state of the market is bearish, right? We are on the 1 minute at least. So what do we need to see if we want to change in the state back to the upside? Well, we need to see a move over this high. Why that high, and why not this red candle high? Because this is not a series of down close candles. It's one down close candle. If we get another red candle and it closes red, then that's going to turn into the change in the state of delivery, the body high of this candle. But for now, this is the change in state of delivery back to the upside, because this is the last series of down close candles, and this is the body high of it. Now, a market structure shift is going to be the same thing, but at a swing at the higher low, right? At the actual higher low. So in this example, a market structure shift is going to be at that high, right? A close over that high. A change in the state of delivery is earlier, right? Because it's just a close above or below a candle body high, right? So that's I hope that kind of explained that a little better, or I hope that like helped you. Let me know. I feel like I could make a video on that, kind of explaining that further in depth, kind of the change in the state of delivery and how I see that on different time frames and everything. Guys, I am going to move my first trim up to that 9:15 because that candle body, that is the candle body, correct, on the 15-minute? What is the actual open? 9:15.25. I want the actual open. So a tick higher. And then, you know, if I get the lows, great. We'll let one runner ride. All right, come on, forever model. Let's go, baby. Justin's a GOAT for a reason. Yeah, watch out for this next 4-hour candle. This is when you guys might see a bounce. Why? Well, because it's a new 4-hour candle. If we want to make a high of a 4-hour candle, we got to bounce, right? A little bit at least. And I'd like to see a little bit of internal manipulation on that. What do I mean by that? I would love to see us maybe pop up to these highs here, right into where we had the change in the state of delivery on the 1 minute, and get what? A soup. I would love to see a soup here. I would love to see us go test these highs right into the change in the state of delivery that we had originally on the 1 minute, just to soup these highs, boom, and displace lower. I would love to see that here. So let's see if we get it. It'd be nice. Or we just displace lower fast and fucking get paid. I don't know. We'll see. Let's find out. It's 16 points in profit. Nothing to fucking go home about and celebrate. No celebrations till I get first trim. All right, so we're testing these fair value gaps that we have. I mean, these are potential trims, but I'm sorry, dude. Like, I'm not fucking trimming for 10, 20 points. I don't show up to work every day to trim for that. That's not what I do. So, I'd rather take another L than trim for that. If we bounce out of these fair value gaps and hold order flow bullish, so be it. That's what happens. I like to think that we run through them and get more of a move, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Do you use standard deviation? Yes, I do. You can see I have a standard deviation drawn to our target right now.
I came in short on this today.
I moved my first trim up because we do have a 15-minute change potential like spot where we could bounce, where the change in the state to the up, like This is where we would get a change in the state of delivery to the downside on the 15 minutes. So I put my trims into that instead because I do expect us to bounce. But I still have full target at the lows. So which is right into what? Standard deviation, baby. We love that. That's what you want to see when you run a standard deviation. You don't want to run a standard deviation and then look at the target and it just be in a completely random spot. You want it to line up with other points of confluence you have. What's another point of confluence I have? Well, this is the fucking low, right? This is the internal low I'm looking to target. So that's sell side internally. So it's lining up with standard deviation. Love to see it. Simple as that. Love to see it and hope we get it. No celebrations yet. We're not in profit in terms of like taking any trims yet. So no celebrations yet, guys. But nice distribution to the downside so far. But I can't sit here and celebrate this as a win quite yet. But love to see the model starting to play out. It's just a matter of, do I get the target I actually want? And it might be a lengthy target, but I think we can take it to there. Always play your plan. Absolutely. We have an SMT forming against us here, guys. So I got to trim. I bought 3 back. I'm forced to trim. It's an SMT against me. You have to. I took a trim. I have divergence between the 2 assets going against me, so I'm forced to take first trim there. But that was first trim at 30 points, making back some of the losses, holding 2 contracts for the true target. Stops at break even as well, guys. Can't lose on this trade now. I'm just going to leave that there so I can actually see the profit. Seeing that SMT, gotta be wary of it, unfortunately. I want to hold my position all the way to full target, but you can't ignore SMTs, especially when it's been pretty bullish today. You can't ignore that. Cannot ignore that. If we distribute through it, great. I make more money. If not, I trimmed at a good spot and I'm saving myself a little bit. Definitely not at the PT I wanted though. I mean, you know what I mean. Definitely not that. Like the average points we take trims at are not 30 points. It's around 60 points is our first trims usually. So, am I a little salty about being forced to trim before that? Sure, but that's part of the game. Stops at break even now in the last 2 contracts. We let price print and do the rest unless I see, of course, something against me again that I am not liking. My price print, baby. Where's the SMT? Did you see it? I just drew it. Hopefully you see that. I just can't ignore it. I have to, when I see those, it's a forced trim. Now, I do think the draw is now lower. So, if the draw is truly lower, this SMT will get invalidated. Right? But I'm not going to take that chance when I'm already down on the day. I'm going to secure some profit as well. Right? Especially when I see this level trying to get stooped. So, I would rather see displacement through it here though and us rug to standard deviation. Now, that's first price target on standard deviation. The -4 would be the next actual price target, which is 850 on the charts. That would be ridiculous. Like to see that displacement. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is what I want to see here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Keep it going. 40 points there. We love that. We love that. 40 points. Let's go. Come on. Keep it moving. Took that low on NQ now. It's beautiful. Keep it going to PT. 65 points. Come on. So first trim was half what it usually is. Kind of makes sense with VIX where it's at. Look at VIX. VIX is under 15 bucks. Makes sense, right? I'm usually taking trims at 60 points, but that's also when volatility has been higher. Volatility is a little bit lower. First trim at 30 points. I'm happy with that. This SMT just got invalidated. Love to see that. That's exactly what I want. Now I want to see further displacement lower into standard deviation and PT. Getting a bounce now, trying to soup this level, but that's an internal level, and I now think the draw of liquidity is lower, so I'm not worried about it.
It's more aggressive.
But
It's
let's see.
very aggressive.
Indeed.
Let me see something.
Shout out to the crew. W's in the chat. Hope it sounds like some people caught the short, so good on you guys.
You can still get some decent premium
Shouts out.
if you do like 615.
How much is it?
I'm just.
We now cannot lose on this trade. I'm gonna since I have 2 cons left, I'm gonna move the last trim to 850. And I'm gonna take one off there at that low. And then depending on how the price action is after hitting that low, I can decide if I want to hold this to 850 depending on the time left on the day and all that, or I can take it off and take the profit. This is where I want to see selling start to come in these areas.
5 minutes here.
Something to note though, we never did get a change in the state on the 1 minute to the upside. What do you mean, Jordan? We closed over this candle body high. There was no series of down closed candles. The series of down closed candles starts here. So where's the change in the state of delivery? There. So where can we trade to right now and be totally fine? Here. This is where I want to see rejection. Which is also within those gaps just above them. I would love to see rejection here, fill back through all these gaps. That would be ideal. Or not, or we pop and I get stopped in profit and it's a done day and we wrap it up and I think I'd still be red on the day, but definitely less red than we were. So happy about that. But yeah.
25 points on futures. Up $24.
This could be another short entry. Potentially. It just depends on what you see here.
Kind of funny how that almost lined up.
For me, I'd want to see rejection at the change in the state, which that could be a potential entry with a stop at like these highs. So that would be
Exchange for the cryptos.
that would be like
is in cancel.
I would probably take entry like there.
You can no longer place new orders.
Stop into those highs. That would be a 12-point stop for first target would probably be or that standard deviation. First target 50 points.
Thinking about these Google calls.
Take another trend or use target 53.
I mean, I don't
88
think
points into that 850 area.
resurfaced in the news cycle.
It's a potential trade. I'm not taking any more though. Just letting it be known right now. I'm not taking any more trades. This is it. So we either get some rejection here at the change in the state and keep on continuing down, and I get some more PTs hit, or we get stopped at break even and wrap it up for the day.
That new high on Microsoft. You see that McAfee, their widow used their account to
Change in the state is a high or low, right? No.
Yeah, I
No,
thought-
no,
I
no,
thought he
no.
was, like, gonna be alive. So-
Change in the state has to be a 1 minute close over this candle body high,
Like,
because that's the last series of down close candles that we have.
If anyone would do it, it'd be him for sure. No, I thought that was actually a
We're seeing rejection into that area. Beautiful. Into those gaps. We want to see these internal gaps now get ran through.
Him and Tupac.
You might see an internal SMT form on ES, see ES bump its head over these highs, internal SMT, lower high on NQ, continue further down. Would love to see that.
Cuba. That's what it's called. Alright, these sellers are gonna come back. Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. Let me put some pimp in it though. Rivian 100 shares bought 1232.
Totally lied. 12:35. I was looking at the chart, but it wasn't like updated,
Yeah, I'm fried.
and
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at my order. I got 12:35.
We check on the strip club on a Wednesday. I'ma ask her what her friends say. Yeah, fried.
I just want to say, Rivian has been pumping news out recently, and it's just getting shit on every time. It's so funny.
No, yeah.
It's the discount for the long, baby.
Shawty,
Dude, I'm
she
telling
a
you,
fat. I'm fucked up by.
I love this name. I know it could be hated, and I know Tesla was hated when it first started,
Shawty.
but there is something here. Again, I've been saying that profitability is going to be the biggest thing for this company. And if what the CEO has said is true, I know I'm a broken record, but that is going to be what actually like moves this stock finally.
BK's calling bullshit on that a while ago.
They got you say?
Still gotta make money on it.
What happened?
Well, a while ago when you weren't paying attention, BK was calling bullshit on that, saying that they weren't gonna make a profit.
Oh, you make a profit. It's not a net income profit, it's a gross profit, by the way.
No, the goalpost moves.
No. That was the whole thing. That was the whole thing.
I'm just fucking with you, Knox.
What happened?
I'm just fucking with you. I like your thesis. And I've said that
weird.
before. I'm just messing with you.
I just got the weirdest deja vu. That's so weird.
Tell me what happened in the future.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna finish that thought.
Oh, damn it. I keep doing this. I keep deleting the other traits. I don't want to delete those. I want to have those.
Discord notification pop up from this guy the same exact time last time we like talked about Rivian like this. And then yeah, and I was getting beyond.
I'll do it later. That's too much work right now. Gotta get stopped on the rest at break even. And that'll be a done day. Let's see, yes.
Somebody's holding
Bunch
on
of
to
soupy
your
soup.
Microsoft.
Rivian has a 15-minute squeeze that's trying to curl upside. The 4-hour currently a hammer candle.
Yeah, I don't like is Rivian was holding at $13 for so long. I mean, hopefully this is a Wyckoff kind of scenario, but that strong support finally broke. I guess you have the 200 days still, but oof,
Interesting.
that makes me nervous. But
I need to send Braden that change in the state video. Because a change in the state is not a high or low in the market, or a low or high, or anything like that. It's all based on a series of up close or down close candles and closing below or above the open of that candle. Nothing to do with higher lows, lower highs, any of that.
Rivian owl market leader that has green candles.
Brand new motherfucker. Cool. Whoa. 1 point away from my stop so far. Let's see if they hit it. That would suck after rejecting like that if they hit it now. Very close. Dude, no, I'm completely obsessed, yeah. Love his content, man. It's amazing content. He really does it good. I just love the style he has. I love the way he explains things. I think it's great. What's up, Braden? It's good, baby. But yeah, I still watch all his videos, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, my break even stopped about a hit on the rest of my contracts. Especially when we're rejecting the buy side liquidity. This buy side liquidity is previous day high. We tried to take that right now, and we couldn't get above it. We're displacing below it now, and we're getting lower, which is telling me even more that we don't need to go back to the highs. So, just my thoughts. Especially when we haven't even tested the 15-minute change in the state yet, which we don't necessarily have to. But I would think it very much comes into play, which is going to be that 9:15. Oh, there's the bat. Stopped break even on the wrist. Take that, made back some loss from there. Damn it, I keep deleting those. I don't want to delete that. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Oh, hello, Roku. Took my eye off that one.
Break even day.
Movie fly.
So, made back the losses. Break even day. I'll take it. From where we were, I'll take it. We'll go like and retweet. We posted. Trades for today. Break even day for me. I took 2 losses, 1 win. Made back the losses on that short we just were in a little while ago. Didn't get my full target, but overall did well getting losses back. Happy with that. Trimmed all the way out of apple calls as well. Those are gone, and starting it off green on the option side of things. So we'll try and continue that. Well, guys, I mean that's a wrap. We did our best with the price action. That was viable. I mean, we played our plan perfectly. We did what we needed to. Made back the losses. Unfortunately, we took 2 losses to start today, which is pretty abnormal. You guys know I don't usually do that, take back-to-back losses like that, but is what it is. It happens. Not a big deal. I'm happy to survive, right? Happy to not be taking a big loss. Only, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you calculate it, but an $18 loss, that's a break-even day for me, pretty much. I mean, don't have to worry about, oh my God, I had an L, right? So, great day overall. We played the plan. Unfortunately, we didn't end up hitting the full targets we wanted, but it's all right. GG's, this is the way it goes. We survive another day, show up to trade another day to capitalize on some better moves. So, I'm gonna back out of here. It's been a beautiful day. I love everybody. I appreciate you tuning into the stream as always. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, you're watching on there. Make sure you guys are following the Twitch. And yeah, we'll be back live in the morning, bright and early after the daily rip. But as always, cheers. Have a good night. We'll see everybody bright and early in the morning.